Hello, welcome to La Perle. I am Jeremy Villy, the resident artistic director, and I'm very happy to welcome you here to see behind the scene of the show. So please follow me and you will discover everything. We just went through the VIP area, and behind this door, behind me, there is the beautiful theater. So welcome to our beautiful theater, where all of the magic happens, actually. You can see there is right now on stage the globe. This is under maintenance right now to make sure it's ready for the show tonight. And different things in the theater that are very important for the performance is, first of all, the center pool. This pool is a 8-meter diameter pool with 5.5 meter depth, and the artist dive from 16 to 18 meters height. Otherwise, you can see also on the roof there is multiple props, some chandeliers, there is a crown that you will see during the show tonight, and also what we call a catwalk. This is at 24-meter height, and this is where the artist deploys for all of the aerial acts. So we have 43 artists on stage, and the total of cast and crew is around 200, a little bit less, like 197 employees. We have a lot of different departments. There's the physio departments, stage manager, costume departments, riggers, carpentry, scuba divers. There's a lot of departments involved to work in this big production. If we talk about the artists on stage, this is a lifetime job. They started when they are like very young. This is mainly circus artists or gymnasts or specialists that we hired, and they train between 4 to 6 hours per day prior to the show, every day, 5 days per week minimum. There is a lot of conditioning. There is also injury prevention exercises to do with the physiotherapists to make sure they are safe and they won't be injured, because the repetition is heavy on the body. And yeah, they train a lot, and they have to. We have in total in the theater more than 2.5 million liters of water. There's pumps under the stage. There's water SFX like you've seen at the beginning of the day. And the pool is a very important element in the show because that's where all of the magic happens. So let me bring you backstage and I will explain you a little bit more about that. This is the tunnel entrance where the artists can appear and disappear from the stage. So basically we have a tunnel that is going under the stage, and it will join the pool. And in this tunnel there is regulators and around the pool as well. So the artists are trained to stay underwater with scuba divers, but also by themselves. And they go from a regulator to another one to go to their preset position. So this is one of the most important parts of the show, actually.
Hi, my name's Nicholas Hammond. I'm General Manager here at La Perle, Dubai's premier aquatic immersive show. What we're standing on here is called the wet stage. This is the wet stage because water literally comes through the floor. It's made from something called Mondo. This is a vulcanized rubber surface, a bit like athletic Olympic track. And being perforated, it allows us to push water through the surface and also drain it out. If you imagine almost a big French press, coffee style situation. And we have basically massive pumps, massive pipes and facilities that are able to push and drain the water. We also have large storage tanks below and around the facility as well that allow things to drain in 30 seconds or under, or in fact turn this completely wet. So we're in the lighting, SFX and video projection booth here. The 3 different stations we have here are looking after everything that you see, experience in terms of atmosphere, and also everything you witness. So water effects, air effects, lighting effects. So they're really the connection between the tangible and the intangible. It's one of the cool things about this department. You've always got at least 3 operators in the room, and they're listening to a combination of show cues, technical cues, and looking for artistic cues to enhance the show. This team does an amazing job at moving the atmospheres and all of the weather around, essentially. They create the weather and dictate the atmosphere in the building. So all of the water that you see moving up through the stage, all of the atmospherics that you see moving through the air, and especially the rain coming from above, this is all from this department. So everything they do is not only critical to safety, it's critical artistically too. Okay, welcome to the second control booth that we have here at Le Perle. This side you're looking at operations for the general stage manager and also automation. In automation you've got scenic operators and aerial operators, multiple operators to control different elements. On one side, scenic operators will be moving anything that's a static object, anything big and physical, like a set piece or a prop. And when you've got an aerial operator, they'll be flying someone who is literally on the end. So flying performers, artists that are doing flips or on 1D, 2D or 3D flights, they'll be completely responsible for their trajectory in the air. Okay, welcome to the front of house sound position. This is where they're operating all the sound and all the music and the sound effects. This is our head of sound here. He looks after everything that might be a sound effect or a musical effect and blends it all together for a seamless experience. So at Le Perle, we're very lucky to have a huge lighting system which is responsible for all the immersive and ambient effects that are going on, everything from spots to specials to washes of all different kinds. Sometimes it's highlighting, sometimes it's creating a whole scene altogether. Blending with that, we have about 20 projectors that are mounted throughout the theatre to create basically an immersive experience where projection is across the floors, it's across the walls, and it's across the cyclorama. We're able to totally change the environment and how the artists are interacting. For the viewer, it's a really special experience. Everything is changing around them, every single scene, and it's a very dynamic show to be in.
Hi, I'm Gabby Samera, and I'm the head of wardrobe department. Let me walk you through the beautiful costumes of Le Perle. Wardrobe department is a critical part of the heartbeat of the show. Our department is made up of 16 members split into two branches, the technicians and the attendants. Together, we ensure that every performer steps onto the stage with confidence and performance ready. Technicians are the creative problem solvers behind every piece worn on stage, from repairs and alterations to handling complex materials and technical skills. They ensure each costume is maintained to the highest standards. Attendants, on the other hand, are the calm in the storm. The ones who work directly with the artists backstage, managing quick changes, presetting costumes, and making sure that every performer makes it to their cues in the right costume at the right time.
My name is Nicolas Rojas, and I'm the male captain of La Perle, and I want to show you the place and how the artists train with me. This is the dance studio. This is another part where the artists can train and rehearse dancing, for example, for the main characters, or they can also practice some of the acts like taiko or kuka drum. All the departments are always working to make sure that, for example, rigging department, they make daily and constant checks to the harnesses, to the clipping point to the artists. There is daily checks for the water, for the lighting production, for sound. Everything is constantly checked. We trust that our team and our department, they are making the show trustful in that sense. As per the captain role also, during the show, we just need to make sure that there is this bidirectional communication between the stage manager and the artist, so we are the voice of them in that sense. So everything that happens that can be off of plan, we try to be fast in that sense and always ready for whatever can happen.
I really focus every day on strength and flexibility for especially my back because in the show I do a ranking and this very heavy practice that really influence a lot my back and my spine stability. So I practice yoga every day, and I also every, let's say, 2 or 3 times a week I practice as well new skills for my hair hanging as well.
Well, the most challenges is definitely to keep the energy up for every show, you know. So sometimes we struggle a little bit, but I mean, I do what I love to do, so it helps a little bit to keep up with their energy. And the most fun thing for me is to be on stage. I really enjoy, and I don't see my life without, you know, doing this.
Yeah, definitely the hardest part is to be able to deliver every single night for 2 times actually a day a good show with a good energy, especially as characters. We are most of the time alone on stage, or we are carrying, let's say, the storytelling. So you really need to be present there. You cannot hide anywhere. So you need to be always with the energy 100%. And for me, like, one thing I really enjoy on stage, other than being on stage, of course, is to share with my colleagues, especially my characters, because they're amazing people, and as well to fly when I'm flying with air hanging. I love the feeling to be able to fly, and yeah.